Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you had a good Tuesday, November 1st. We're going to look at some of the futures I'm holding. GME and the SPY. And I opened up some options on BBIG. Sub up, like up, comment down. Happy money sticks around. We'll look at some TA too, where I think stuff's going. We have a Twitter you can follow us on at Happy Money YT and a Discord server. Link for those are in the description. So SPY had a pretty big rip pre-market, and I can't remember. I think it was from China news. Yeah, I think it's news in China. Anyways, it opened and basically just dumped, and then about this time, the Canada Stock Exchange was like halted. They said technical reasons. Could have been any number of things, though, I suppose. And the market's been pretty much flat ever since then. For some reason, I took a long here, and it wasn't for some reason. Should have done a quick stop loss or break even, which is a good strategy. Once it starts moving in the right direction, just a break even stop loss. Didn't do it, and so now I'm holding it, unfortunately. I took the long because this reversing candle here, double doji, and this support I'd drawn. In respect to that, so it did have a little bounce off of that, but that was it. And then I think this is when Canada shut off, so could have closed that out. Stop losses or break even or a tiny bit of profit. At any rate, I will hold it on a longer time frame. I'm still bullish on SPY as far as TA is concerned. I think a lot rides on Powell tomorrow, though, when he speaks at 2, so we will see. But I don't see any signs of a reversal so far. So today might just be a bit of a pullback. I think we still could see a gap fill up here. This 406 GME, actually not bad today. It's only down at this point. Let's see, 0.16. It's been positive some today, some negative, but the fact that it's kind of holding up here after how fast and far it came down yesterday isn't bad. So still thinking we got head and shoulders here on the hourly. Probably come down. I still think it'll fill this gap, this 25.96, before we get another move up. I am presuming we will retest this 35 area at the least. Maybe a little over or a little under, but I do still think we will test that within the next 30 days. So before December. And we could do much more than that. We could rip and fill this gap and keep going, but I think pretty conservatively I'd say we're going to retest that and do a sort of pattern like this. So might be in the next few days, might be this week, might be next week, but I'm giving a 30-day window, something like that. Even all these times it retested. This was a little longer. This was like a month. Even here. So yep. And if it does retest and we see the same halting where they basically turn on their shorting programs and basically end the show, start internalizing everything, then I will be closing longs on the various platforms I use and holding the long-term shares, but closing all the short-term ones as well as the options. And yeah, it would just be another lower high, presumably much lower, which I'll be a little surprised, but I'm still think we could fill this gap up here, because that would even still be a lower high. We fill this gap in the 42, 41 range. If it is a lower high, the range that they're getting it in is so tight. It's becoming such a small range that at some point I think we're getting to the end of where they kind of can pin it, because if they go too low, there's too much buying pressure. Too high, their margin requirements get squeezed, and as well as buying pressure too, because of FOMO and just momentum. So it's really, to me, it's dwindling down, and I think it probably could be coming to a head here in the next, I'd say the next few months. Combine that if they have beat on earnings or even closer to positive EPS or even positive EPS, good numbers from maybe their NFT marketplace, which is now integrated with Immutable. So I looked through there on some of their mutable games. It's pretty cool. I looked at their chess, so you can basically buy and sell chess pieces that are NFTs and trade them, and then use those to play chess with. So I see the draw. Again, there's a lot of other games, but I just saw for chess. So you can get custom pawns, and it's kind of cool. At this point, the game though, when you actually play the game, I played it earlier and got smoked by probably some kid. Oh, their website's down. nft.gamestop.com. That's not good. Well, oh, at this point, the chess at least, I don't know. I mean, other games, I'm assuming they're in there, but the chess game at least is, they don't show the pieces, it's just 2D top down. So I'm assuming they're going to change that, because there's not much point to have a custom piece. Here's all like the custom pieces you can buy and sell, and I'm assuming they're going to have it so it's you get this visual representation of your piece when you play, because right now it's just 2D top down, so I'm not sure. But yeah, so those things combined, I think, along with their tighter range that it seems like GME's in, because at this point 25 is a good buy, and now if 35 is their ceiling, which you know, it was getting squeezy long before 35 the other day. So I mean, really over 30 it was going pretty parabolic, I would say, until they halted it and shut it down. So yeah, the range is getting tight, very tight. Yeah, so as far as TA, yeah, I mean, it looks good still in the daily. We're still kind of trending up. We have broken through some resistances, and yeah, I'm just curious to see when we get a retest. Not going crazy on options at this point, but probably get back in at some point. Maybe end of this week if we haven't had a move. BBIG, I got some calls on that. You guys were shouting that out in Discord. Did have a little move today. Might be good. The options actually were a pretty good price. I got $1 calls for November 11th, and yeah, the IV was only, it's like 100% on there, which is pretty low for BBIG. We'll see if it has a continuation. Looks like it kind of got shut down. Not sure what the catalyst was. Pretty good volume today too on that. Besides that, I guess I didn't do any other trades. Yeah, not doing cover calls or anything like that at this point. I will if we come up here and basically if I think it's a top, if we're halting and we're hitting that same resistance, then yeah, I'll close my longs and do some cover calls on the way down. But yeah, right here I'm not going to. Potentially in the morning, some volatility I might do some, but we'll see. Yeah, futures are kind of, yeah, like I said, I got into that one future this morning, this long on the SPY, which was a mistake. Oh, market closed. And yeah, so I'm holding that one, unfortunately. So I've got 4 of these micros, so down 325 on that, and then I went long on natural gas. Not sure what I was thinking there, because I was trying to dip buy, which I don't usually dip buy, just because it's not with the momentum. It's just yeah. So I'm gonna hold both those. I think UNG will be, natural gas will be an easy one to exit with coming winter and energy problems not gone away at all, just being kind of band-aided to some extent. I think this will be fine. TA on it still looks bullish to me. We've still got the bullish MACD, green over the 9. It is less bullish today though with this amount of red. This thing was down like 10% today. It's a lot of volume too. It's possible it's just consolidating before another drop. I mean, that's kind of, I guess, the fear on my long position. So I'll be keeping an eye on it. I might, yeah. And then SP, I'll probably try and get out of that one for a small profit. And that's what I got. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on Discord. Peace out.